Welcome to the step-by-step tutorial on installing Docker on Windows. In this video, we will guide you through the installation process, ensuring you have everything set up correctly. And we will also containerizing simple application with Docker. Presented by yours truly, Junella Juera, Ganoy Maria Desiri, Bual Ivy Rose, and Soldivilio Antonio, with the following objectives. Number 1, install Docker. Number 2, create a simple Python application. Number 3, write a Docker file. Number 4, build the Docker image, and lastly, run the Docker container. Now, let's get started. First, open your preferred web browser and search for Docker Docs. Press enter. Click on the first search result to access the official Docker documentation. Next, click on Get Docker. Scroll down, and you'll see 3 download options. Since we were installing on Windows, click Docker Desktop for Windows. Then click the first choice, the Docker Desktop for Windows -x86 to start the download. This will take a while, so wait for it. While waiting for the download to finish, let's check the system requirements. The first requirement is WSL version 1.1.3.0 or later. To check your WSL version, press Window K plus R and type CMD. Press enter. In the command prompt, type WSL and hit enter. Since WSL isn't installed yet, type the command WSL -- install for the installation of WSL. Then wait for it to complete. Now, if you look at the left side of the screen, you can see that the Docker download is complete. But before that, we need to finish the system requirements first. So, we need to wait for this to install. Okay, it's done. Next, we need to ensure that we're running Windows 11 64-bit Home or Pro, or version 22H2 or higher. To check this, press Window K plus R, then type WinVer and press enter. A window will appear and display in your Windows version. If it's 22H2 or higher, then you're good to go. Now let's enable the WSL2 feature in Windows. Search for the Enable Windows features in the Windows search bar. If you can find it, open the control panel. Then search for Windows feature. Program and features, the Windows feature. Scroll down to find the Windows subsystem for Linux. Check the box. Then click OK and wait for it to finish. Close it.
Next, we need to enable hardware virtualization in BIOS. To check if it's already enabled, open Task Manager and switching it in the window bar. And inside the Task Manager, you will see the More Details. Click the More Details and go to the Performance tab. And inside the Performance tab, you will see the CPU selected. And inside the CPU, you will look for virtualization. If it's enabled, you're all set. Done. And click the X. And now, let's start the Docker installation. Click on the downloaded Docker installer and wait for it to load. Make sure to check the box, use WSL2 and add shortcut to desktop. If it's already selected, just click OK. Wait for the unpacking process to complete. Once done, you'll see a message saying installation succeeded. If it's your first time installing Docker, you'll see a close and restart button instead of just close. Click it to restart your computer. As you can see in the video, this is our second time installing it, so there's a close button into it. Click the close button. Click the Docker desktop and the Docker subscription service agreement will appear. Click the Accept. Then you'll be asked if you're using Docker for work or personal use. This choice is up to you. You can also sign in with your email or skip this step. As I'm doing in this tutorial, I'm also skipping the survey. Now, the Docker is now starting its engine. If you will see this error, like this in this tutorial, just click the Restart the WSL integration. So what's the reason of this error? So, this error occurs is that WSL services didn't start properly. Restarting the integration should fix it. Now, wait for it to load again. And that's it. You've successfully installed Docker on Windows. Now you're ready to start using containers for development. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tech tutorials. Thanks for watching.
Let's proceed on creating a simple application using class as our engine in Python. So first we need to install it in your directory. So let's go to the terminal and let's make sure we are on the right folder, and let's input this command pip install class. After that, we can proceed on creating our class app. So this class app or app.py and HTML template or index.html work together using class. So from our class app, we import class, render template, request, and redirect. So from the class app, it reads the HTML file using the render template function, and this functions with two lists, which are the active tasks and the completed tasks. And this syntax here routes and displays the web page. So let's go to our index.html file, and here we created a simple to-do list web app using HTML, and it's custom with CSS styles, and this is to be integrated with class app. So this simple to-do list web page have two functions, which are the active tasks and complete tasks, and this here indicates that the active task loops on done and delete buttons. So when the user inputs a task and clicks add task, the form sends the task to class by a request function, and it will be stored in the task list. So here are the functions for the delete and done button. So this redirect functions is used to reload the page after delete or done is performed to reflect the changes in the page. So to summarize, the class app or this app.py basically handles the logic or functionality from the HTML template, which are mainly the storing and updating tasks. And then this class app displays the data of the HTML. So now let's try to run or navigate our page. Let's go to terminal and let's just type Python app.py, and here we are given the link to our web page. So let's go, and here it is. So we see that it has successfully navigated with the functionalities working. With this integration, the Todo works like a full web page where users can complete the tasks accordingly.
So now I'll show you how to containerize a simple Flash to-do list app using Docker. So let's go to Docker file, and I'll just paste this code so we can save time. So from Python 3.9 Slim, so this line is Python 3.9 Slim, which is a lightweight version of Python as the base environment for the container. And the work they are up. So this sets up as the working directory. So all commands and files will be handled inside this folder in the container. And copy that app. So this command copies all the files and folders from our project into the app directory inside the container. And this line installs all the required Python libraries listed in requirements.txt to make sure that Flash app works inside the container. And expose 5000. So this tells Docker to open port 5000 so our Flash app can be accessed from outside the container. And this env flash underscore app equals app.py. So this is an environment variable that tells Flash which is the file is main application. In this case, it is the app.py. And env flash underscore run host equals 0.0.0.0. So this makes Flash listens to all incoming connection, so which allows to access the app from our browser outside the container. And this command to run the Flash app. So now we're gonna build the Docker container. So let's go to terminal and type docker build --t to do app done. So this command builds the image from the Docker file. And then next is docker run -p 5000 to do app. So this runs the container while making the app accessible on port 5000. So let's see if it is in the Docker desktop. So here it is. So it's already started. So let's gonna click this 5000 port. So here it is, the to do list app. So let's try this working. We're gonna add and to add task, and then we can delete it, and if it's done we're gonna click. So that's how you can easily containerize a Flash app using Docker. And that's all. Thank you.